Hello there. Following on from the pith helmet situation and care, I thought I'd talk generally about hat care, and I thought about could put this into two basic ideas really. So I thought I'd talk generally about how to care for your hat. This is an undecorated one, I've just got it out of stores, and you know, even though it's been in a plastic bag, it's got bits on it and it drives you a bit doolally, doesn't it? It kind of collects, it's like a magnet for bits of fluff and stuff. So the first thing I would suggest you would do with it is to just run it over with one of these lint rollers, and that kind of sorts it out really. It picks up all of those little bits and bobs and keeps it looking kind of pristine and lovely. A little tip for getting your, I've seen people roaming about with the hats on back to front if they're undecorated. A tip is that if you go to the back of the hat, I don't know if you can see this on here, and look at this, you'll see there's a join where the Petersham band is joined. That's the back. Also often the labels at the back. It's not always obvious. This is actually, I'm going to put this on because it's a boat of a size, but also when you take your hat off, if it's damp at all, just put it on something. If you've got something that can kind of let the air go all the way around it and let it dry naturally. Please don't put it on the radiator because it kind of makes it a bit misshapen and unfortunate, and no, we don't need it to, it needs to dry it slowly and gently and naturally. And again, you really do need to be keeping it kind of in something porous, brown paper bag of some description, or a cardboard box. A good thing to do is, if you've got lots of hats, which I know lots of you do have, a good thing to do is to actually take a picture of the hat, because you know you might have a number of them that are decorated. Take a picture of it and actually put that picture with a bulldog clip on the bag handles, clip it to it, and then hang the bag handles over the coat hanger of the outfit that goes with it. It's just a sort of a bit of a hint to kind of keep all your stuff together. Also in the bottom of the bag you can put the accessories that go with it as well, so you've actually, if you ever want to dash out in your stuff, because I know that packing can be an interesting anomaly, you've got it all on one hanger. I mean, you know, I'm sure none of us are that rigid about what we wear with what. Steampunk allows you to wear all your best stuff, whether it matches or not, doesn't it? But just in case you are that way persuaded, it's a good idea. Anyway, that's how to care for undecorated hats, and how to keep them pristine and gorgeous. If you find, as a side note, if you find that, you know, it does get a little bit not smelling as fragrant as it should, you know, we all have sweaty heads, don't we, for heaven's sake, you can actually just lightly dust it inside with something like a Fibres type thing. Hold it miles away, give it a quick squirt and let it alone. Don't rub it in or douse it in anything, and then that'll just re-fragrance it, refresh it. I think Fibres do a blue container. I'm not sponsored by them, incidentally. It's just the one that I use at home. Spray it in, just leave it, let it get on with it. Don't force it dry, just allow it to dry in its own good time, and it'll keep its shape and give you lots of years of good service. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. This works with all shapes of hat. I just happened to pick a bowler. Anything that's kind of wool or a natural fabric, it'll do that with it, felt, that kind of thing. Anyway, if you need more help or you need a few more bits of information, drop the comments in below and I'll get back to you as soon as it's practical. And if you want more of this craziness in your inbox, just subscribe in the usual way. Thank you very much for your time today. Bye bye now.